Morris, unmute. Okay. Fiona, unmute.
Okay. Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, let's humble ourselves for a word of prayers as we begin today's training. Let's pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Kind and loving Father in heaven, we want to thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the wonderful time that you've given to us, O King of Glory. Being the second day, O God, I call upon your presence amongst us, O King. May you come amidst us and guide us, O God. Guide our facilitator and open our brains to understand everything that will be taught to us, O King Jehovah. We pray that may you come in us with the spirit of understanding so that we deliver services to your people, O God, so that we see the goodness of everything that you've given unto us, O King of Glory. May you come and be with us from the beginning till the end, O King Jehovah. I pray all this believing and trusting in your Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
And thank you so much for the word of prayer, Fiona. And we want to welcome each one of you for this session. Our agenda will run like this. We shall have some introductions, and then after we shall start off our session. I've been able to see Mr. Francis was on a call and also Mr. Peter. So I will first invite Mr. Francis to talk to us, then he will invite Mr. Peter, and then we shall start off the session. Mr. Francis?
Yes, thank you very much, Stephen and the team. Mine today is just to welcome members who are joining us for the first time, and also those who were there yesterday. I want to thank you for showing the commitment. I'm really happy because yesterday when we started the session, members who had joined into the group, WhatsApp group, were just 150. But surprisingly, this morning, we are over 1,000. That shows you that what we are doing, the team is appreciating. And I know by the end of these trainings, you'll appreciate. I want to assure you, as Uganda Institute of Information and Communication Technology, going through this curriculum, going through this training, you are going to be experts. I just want to urge you that as you go through these courses, ensure that you undertake all the assignments, do a project, because I have experience into the students who have gone through these programs, who are able to do their projects in these courses. Some of them have been very successful because of the projects they have undertaken under these two particular courses. These projects sometimes become the innovations there, which leads to job creation. So I urge you, members, to align your work with the skills you are gaining. I know this can become a full-time job apart from your normal jobs. And as a ICT, we promote innovations, we promote entrepreneurship using IT. And if you already have these tools, you have all the devices, your computer, you're digitally aware, I know you can be able to do a lot of things. So I appreciate your commitment that you have shown in participating in these programs. And I want to assure you that those who will be able to complete these 2 courses, we have more other courses, especially in the emerging technologies. I urge you, when you complete the 2 courses, you can still request to be enrolled in other new courses like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and many others. Data analytics. I know as you are working with the data, you are working with the information, you need to enhance you need to enhance your skills with the other courses like data analytics, data science. We have all these programs at your disposal. So I urge you to take this opportunity and be able to do as many other courses you do. You feel like as we interact with you, what we normally do as a YCT, when we conduct such trainings, we develop a number of committed members to become part of us in terms of being instructors. So we would engage you further as digital change agents who will be out there to skill others within your communities in the same programs. So I urge you, not just that you are going to get these skills, we're also looking forward to look at you as one of our TOTs, as trainers. We'll continue carrying out a number of trainings, not apart from this one, but more other trainings, which will make you to become our digital change agents. And definitely, we will give you access to this platform as trainers for you to be able to train people within your communities. I know we are running an online program, but we have also customized this program to be delivered in a physical environment. I know out there you have seen a mobile digital truck. The mobile digital truck is managed and operated by our team at UICT. So wherever it goes, we develop and we skill communities who should be able to skill others. So we are looking forward to building a mass number of people who will be out there as our ambassadors and also be able to skill others. So I appreciate your commitment and I want to wish you the best this afternoon and throughout the week as you shall be undergoing these trainings. I thank you and I wish you success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Francis, for those remarks. And allow me now to welcome Mr. Peter to officially welcome us and say something. Mr. Peter, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Stephen, and good afternoon, colleagues from wherever you are. I will not say so much, but I'd like to welcome everyone on board this afternoon. Sorry today again, my voice is just trying to get better, but I'll be able to speak very briefly. I know we spoke a lot yesterday, and I must thank you very much and congratulate you for successfully completing yesterday's session. Very quick one, just probably reiterate what Francis has mentioned, that indeed this training will go a long way to, like I stated yesterday, to equip us for the journey ahead, equip us and prepare us to get ahead of any other new government initiatives, but also enhance the implementation of PDM. And along the journey, as we gain the knowledge that we'll be acquiring in the next couple of days, like it was stated, this is an internationally recognized certification, which will be given to all those who will complete the training. And therefore, it's partly building our capacities as and competences as IT as service deliverers, as people who are delivering service in the area of IT. and that said, we believe that, like Francis has also mentioned, that at the end of this of this entire program, there will be opportunities. Indeed, learning opens up opportunities and opportunities to remain as champions of digital literacy at your respective administrative units. And therefore, we believe that there are more opportunities more to this than just what we are doing in the classes. I wouldn't want to spend a lot of time talking, but I want to thank you very much again for joining this afternoon. I would want to also say that in the course of the session, I will step away for another meeting, but I will join back again. We hope that we'll be able to, and like it was promised yesterday, the permanent secretary also said she will be dropping in at any time of the session. But I believe that in the course of the session, we'll be able to probably before end of the session to take a group photo today. So I will step back, or I will ask Stephen, or if you can do that, you will let us know when you're ready to take the group photo in the course of the session when we believe and foresee that the majority of the participants have joined. So with that said, colleagues, I would like to hand over the microphone to Stephen and the rest of the facilitators. And I wish you a very nice session today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Peter. Dear participants, we have dropped a link, a registration link. We have dropped a registration link in the chat, and we shall ask you to go on and fill in your details. But however, please, when you are filling in those details, the numbers that we shall capture here will be the numbers that we shall use when time comes for data refund. And Mr. Francis has mentioned it, that we shall refund data for people who have been able to complete the 2 courses. So do not expect data now, but expect after completing the course. So make sure that the contact you put in the form matches your name. The contact you put should be in your name, but also we shall verify that the person has been able to complete the 2 courses. Okay. Now, yesterday, those who were not on the call, yesterday, we were able to start our session on how to log in, on how to register our source for the online courses. I'm happy to note that 159 of you have been able to enroll onto this course. In the morning, we had 129, but I'm happy that now about 30 people have been able to also enroll. So we shall share this list at the end of the session, but also we shall use the same opportunity to support those people who have not yet been able to enroll onto the course. The list that was shared early in the morning was shared for the people who had enrolled before 9 a.m. So some of you who enrolled beyond the 9 a.m., you were not captured. But when you look at the details here, it shows that 159 have been able to enroll. So in case you are not on that other list, please, we shall confirm today whether you are there, but also we shall keep sending the updated list such that you can be able to enroll in for the course. Now, today our session is going to focus on what we call digital awareness. And allow me to invite our facilitator today, Mr. Anthony, to take us through. Mr. Anthony, you can first do a microphone check.
Hello. Can you hear me, Kaziba?
Very clear. You are very clear.
Hey.
Oh, we can hear you.
Hey, okay. So all participants can hear me. Mr. Kaziba, I do not know because the last training I did with the physical group, you remember I had to change the language and make sure that everybody understands. I do not know whether it is the same that I should use here, integrate both Luganda and English. I do not know. Or I stick to English alone.
Anthony, we
Members,
are dealing with public servants.
oh, public servants. I think even the other time there were public servants as well that we're
Are you
dealing
going
with.
to speak Acholi also?
I will manage to try Luganda because it is
Because
runs
this is
around.
we are handling all the districts in the country.
Oh, okay. So meaning I'll have to, I don't know. Anyway, it depends on the participants as well. But let me use English,
Anthony,
which
just
is
continue
common. Okay.
with
So
the
you are most welcome, everybody, and all our participants. Let us begin with digital literacy. Let me share my screen for the presentation. Okay, just give me a moment. So it just minimize something. I'm trying to share my screen. I don't know whether people are seeing anything. Okay. So a moment, just a moment. Are you seeing the presentation, colleagues, team participants?
Not yet.
Even up to
Uh,
now?
yeah, I'm only seeing the screen
Okay.
having Mr. Humphrey.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me just share the window. I think the window would be better. Uh, okay. Excuse me, I'm in a training, please. Can you see anything now?
Yes, you are there.
Okay. So viewing in full mode.
Not yet. Yes, full mode would be the best.
No, I'm seeing. Are you seeing it in full mode now?
Not yet, not yet.
Oh,
no, it is.
it is in full mode, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe people would have to expand their screens on that side. So let us begin with our digital literacy presentation and digital awareness. So basically, what is this digital awareness that members should know? For example, you are all given devices to use for some activities in your districts. So now, those devices that you are going to use or you are using are part of what we call being aware of the digital world. For example, we have devices, we have the gadgets. Now, what are we going to use those gadgets for? Most of you are trained how to use them, others have the knowledge of how to use them. So digital awareness is an individual understanding of the digital world, including the use of technology. So now, what technologies do we have? The devices they have given us are running particular technologies, okay? So, especially when you're using those technologies, how do you behave while using the technologies? What digital safeties do you take while using those gadgets? And what ethical conducts do you have or in considerations that you have put while using the devices? All that is you are aware of the digital awareness. So the digital awareness, as the understanding as you are seeing right now, is to understand the use of technology, whether you're online to understand the use of technology in digital safety and the ethical considerations when you're using these devices. So the tools and platforms that are also being used on these devices, you should be able to understand how to use them and how they work and how you can actually enable the society or the society you are in working with to be able to use these particular tools. Now, these tools that have been given to us, yes, the devices, those devices are going to do a particular work. And what is the benefits of digital technologies, okay, using those tools? Before these tools came in, you know that we could not, communication was quite a bit hard for us, okay? Even for you people, you would find to make a simple phone call, you had to travel kilometers from maybe up country to come to Kampala, book a hotel, a small room, and then make your call to the UK or to the other areas that you needed to make phone calls to. But now things have changed. People have gadgets. Communication has been made very easy, okay, in terms of having these technologies. So the impact of these technologies is very great that even people now can be able to do research, okay? People can do research with the technologies. People can do innovations with the technologies that they have. It even goes to now, like we used to pay, let's say, you go to pay water bills, you would make up long stretches of lines to national water or national water offices that were around your country, your regions and districts. But now, just a piece of data on your phone, okay, or money on your mobile money, and you pay. So you see how the technologies have made your work very easy, okay? Paying tuition, making video calls on WhatsApp. Okay. So when you're communicating, you are able to communicate globally. For example, what I am doing now, I am not in your districts. I'm in Kampala, but I'm using technologies and the digital awareness that I have to be able to communicate with you online. You're quite a number of big people online, and you're listening to us. So you can see how easy the technology has enabled us to be able to communicate, reduce on costs of transport, okay? Make sure that you are reaching quite a big number of people all over districts. Yes, and however much these technologies are good to us, they're also very big challenges in the technologies. For example, I've been talking about the digital divide, which I was asking, should we actually do this? Should we do this like the other time? But now we are strictly on what? So the people I am dealing with at least know something about digital awareness. Okay. So now, when you use these tools, of course, there are advantages and disadvantages of using the tools. Okay. You could see that maybe the tool I'm using, I cannot see clearly. I need specs. I need, the light is too much. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to reduce the light on the device. So those devices, yes, they are good, but as long as they also have challenges in the use of them. And then the devices that you see, basically that you have, they also have applications that enable them to run so that you can do specific tasks with them. Now, for example, all those devices have operating systems, like even the phones you're using now, the laptops you're using now, the desktops you're using now, they have applications that enable them to run so that you as a user, you can be able to use those applications to perform specific tasks. Olden technology, we never used to have these devices. So we would write notes, send letters through post office. Okay. At the same time, before the WhatsApp came in, it was actually very hard for us to do communication. But now it's just a matter of downloading an application, using this particular application to be able to communicate and to be able to exchange material within the others. Now we are on a group, WhatsApp group, for which was created. Now people have enrolled by just sending a link and people register onto that WhatsApp group. So that means it has really made the communication very easy. Okay. So that means people have actually benefited from the technologies that have been created to ease our day-to-day activities. Okay. Let me hope members are on. Okay. Are we on still? Can you hear me? Then we have, I don't know whether you can hear me.
Yes, yes, Anthony, we are on.
Okay, so
Maybe
we also,
one person is saying he can't see your screen. I think I'm just replying her to.
Mr.
oh,
Anthony,
yes, please.
I'm going to request to put it in full view.
Yeah, put it in full view again.
You mean I'm still in the other mode?
You're still in a PowerPoint. Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
that's okay.
sorry. No, that means I need to just convert it to something very fast here. Just give me a moment. As I'm converting, I'll be able to talk to you still. So we've seen that these tools have actually helped us
Anton, are you there? Anton? Members, are you there? Um, Sorry, Anton went off, but he's joining us again soon.
Those who have not yet filled the form, kindly do so. The form is in the chat. Those who have just joined, looking at the people who have registered so far, I'm noticing they're just 58 out of the 138 that are 140 that are on the call. And please remember that we shall be using these forms to track the attendance, but also the completion rate. Okay.
I think Anton is back now. Anton? Stephen? Stephen? Stephen?
Yes, Mr.
Kindly unmute, make Anthony co-host.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
you're back,
I,
eh?
wa- I was sharing my screen. I don't know where I'd seen it.
Well, yes, you're there, but again, you're off.
What about now?
Yep, it's okay now.
So is it in full view?
Yep.
Okay, so I was talking about this area, which the impact, what the impact is to the technologies, the digital technologies that we have. So I think members had heard about this. So my next presentation was on the evolution of these technologies. How have they evolved? You can see from where we started from. We started with text, dial-up connections, and limited interactivity. So that means during that time, you remember before these technologies were brought in, people just had mobile, these desktop phones, and they would connect behind a computer and they would do communication getting the internet. But now, through the newer technologies, you can see that now speed has been increased with the newer technologies. The websites are dynamic, they are moving. We can buy things offline. We can use YouTube. So basically, people who have these technologies and having these digital tools can perform these activities very easily. So now, how about these tools? How have they enabled other things like banking sectors? You can see that they have integrated certain systems in the bank that now you can even withdraw finances from the bank to your mobile phone. So you can see how these technologies have evolved and have enabled us to be able to have easily work being done. So the technologies as well, you can see through the evolution that in education, now you can see that people are using the e-learning platforms. So far now, for me, we are using Zoom now to do what? To as a tool on your devices to be able to do these presentations. But as well, even normal trainings, like the training we have today, you can see that we are using the same. Okay, we can communicate, we can do easily every other thing, and there are basically even more opportunities that are brought up by this evolution of technologies. People can write applications, and those applications can be run on the same devices. Okay, so what else do we need to know about these technologies? So with these tools, we need to understand that there are particular tasks that we can do, okay, to, let's say, enhance our everyday to activities, okay? With the tools, you can use browsers, okay? For example, I'm going to switch something slowly here, small here, so that you can see. I'm going to unshare my screen a bit and then switch on my video so that the team can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So as a device I have here, let me just share the device. You can see. Are you seeing my screen that side?
You can see
Can you
it.
see me? Oh, so are you seeing my video?
Yes.
Okay. So throughout this video, you can see that I have a device here, which is my phone. Okay. Now onto this phone, you can see that there are certain applications that have been set for us to use. The same devices that you use there, they have the same desktop that you're seeing right here. Let me hope it is not upside down on your side.
No, it is okay.
It is okay. So with these tools, okay, there are so many applications that have been set for us to use, okay? Now, when it comes to the browsing application, for example, let me move to the browsing application, for example, this one, okay? You can see that this browsing application that is here has been set for you, okay? Has been set for you. So you can be able to search for information using these devices, okay? Now, the devices that you have in front of you that you were given to use, they have an application which was set. That application, I think, is running on the desktop, the way you see these icons. These icons are just on the desktop of that device. So this device is very interactive that now you can use it, okay? For example, now that application maybe, I might say, let me use one application here that is commonly used. It's commonly used by everybody to pick applications. That is the Play Store. Let me reach it. Let me reach it. Good. Let me just reach it.
Anthony,
Where's
you
my?
passed it. You had passed it. So somewhere there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now this Play Store here. Okay. For example, I wanted to do something in MS Office, but I did not have an application like MS Office to be able to use, to be able to read a certain document. So I decided to move to and download that application. So what happens? I needed to search the application from the device, okay? And I typed that I need an office suite. An office suite is a combination of office applications that are capable of helping you, okay, do your particular job or your particular task that you need to carry out, okay? So I said now, instead of downloading one by one, so I decided to pick the suite that has a collection of all the application. So I picked that one. So after picking that one, I installed it. So on installing it, I am capable of using it. For example, I can pick another office suite like this one, and I click what? Install. So the application will download on your device, okay? And when it is done downloading on the device, that application will be able to, you will be able as a user to use the application, okay? So I think we are all there. We can be able to use these applications, okay? So the same device that we have here, you can use it to send mail, okay? As one of the tools that we have on the device, okay? You'll be able to send what? To be able to send mail, okay? I think my camera is off. Let me just do it once again. So you'll be able to send what? To send mail. So some of those are the advantages of these devices that we have. Already you have those devices. As we go along, we are going to do some activities with the devices, okay? So let me just turn off my camera and then we can continue the presentation, okay? So this is where we were at, okay? So you can see now the applications that are running on your devices, there's another program that enables them to run, and that is what they call the operating system. So whichever device you have, whether a smartphone, whether a mobile device, whether desktop computer, you should be able to use it because it has an application that enables the user to interact with that device. So I was able to interact with the device that I have because it has an application that enables me to interact with it. So with this digital awareness, whoever has an issue with their tool, you should be able to assist them, okay? Install certain applications that they do what they really need on their devices, okay? So what else we need to know is the compatibility. However much that these devices that you do have with the technologies that they should be compatible. They should be very compatible with the devices that you have, okay? Now, for example, you have devices, those tablets that they were given to you, data might need to be shared among the district what? The district people. Those people you are supervising, they have devices. So you would ask them kindly send the information. Let them not send the information through what? Through their personal emails, because that information can leak, okay? Information privacy. So with these digital devices, you can create a group, a general group within yourselves, okay? A group that is authentic, a group that has passwords, so that anybody who is sending the information is not intercepted, okay? So that is a very good advantage of the digital technologies that you already have. So compatibility, most applications, okay, work on PCs, smartphones, tablets, and even better, touch screen, others on desktop or particular operating system. Now, the Android device you have, because basically I know all of them are running Android, you can connect it to your computer, okay? And on your computer, you would be able to transfer this information to the other members or keep the information for future use in case it is needed. Some people might have less space on the devices. So what do you do? We shall look at that as well, okay? So we can continue. So now, basically, this one that is showing that performing tasks, these tasks are just tasks that you have been performing, but indirectly not knowing that what you're performing on the device. Maybe people have managed to go around the tabs, moving around the different tabs when you're working with your documents on the devices. you are capable of making your documents in full screen. What I have done now, people told me, we cannot see your presentation. Okay, so I had to get a solution to how to change this presentation so that it could be ably seen in full screen. We have the close buttons. All those people know when you're typing a document, as long as you finish saving it, you can close the document. The navigation through these tools is basically to see what I'm talking about. I need to switch to, maybe I can use my computer, which is here. Okay. When you look at the screen that I have here, maybe I can stop sharing this one and I share something else so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Let me just share a document and then we see how to navigate through. Okay. Okay, now let me just share that one. Okay, let me use this file explorer. So now when you look at this file explorer, is it seen there? Can someone tell me whether you see anything? Humphrey, Mr. Kaziba, can you see anything?
Yes, we are seeing invoice.
Aha. So now the navigations I was talking about are these navigations. For example, when you click on this button, okay, you're trying to minimize a document or a file. Okay, here you're trying to maximize so that it is visually and in large full mode, and then on this side you're trying to close. But then on this side you would be able, the same applies to your devices, the ones you have. You would be able to search for any document. Okay, you can be able to search for any document, okay, if it is in this particular folder, but there's nothing. Okay, so you could search for invoice. If the invoices are there, they would come. Okay. You'd be able, at the left side, you'd be able to see some other folders or some other icons that lead you to perform different tasks on your devices. The same technologies that you're seeing on the computer right now are the same technologies that are on those devices that you have. Just is to learn how to maneuver through the what? Maneuver through what you need to get. Okay. For example, maybe you are looking for a particular document, you go to documents and then pick the document. Okay. Maybe that is the document that I want. And then you get to know exactly what people need to see and read through the document. Okay. For example, I can stop sharing and then pick another thing you need to know, that the devices that you have are a bit sophisticated, that you can be able at the same time do something different. Okay, sure. Okay, let me share. Okay, now for this one, you can see I have a Word document, and now probably I have issues with taking notes. Now, with the technologies, they have actually made things very easy for us. Okay, I think you can see. So whatever I am speaking here, I do not need to type. The document will actually listen and then takes notes of what I am talking about. So you can see how the technology have enabled easing of each and every activity that we perform. So you can see with auto recording, it can also do auto typing. The only thing you need to do is to edit. So Tim, are you seeing that? That it is typing exactly what I am speaking without me touching the keyboard. So that's how the technologies have managed to change. Okay. So here you would need a secretary to do this for you. But as people are speaking, it can basically take these notes. So are we clear with that? Hopefully, Mr. Kaziba, these people have seen it, or you have seen it as well.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so now let us continue with our presentation. So you can see what we have done. Now the technologies have assisted us, okay? So that is our everyday to day tasks. Now the compatibility, as I already talked about it, we could find that some devices are compatible with the others, others are not, especially when you look at the technologies that use the iOS. iOS is, let's say, devices that are put up by Apple, are developed by Apple, devices that are manufactured by Apple. Okay, you find that those devices, in order to be compatible with other devices, there are some logics that are supposed to take place. Although now I think Apple and Microsoft came up with an MOU that now you can even install an Windows OS on what? On a MacBook. Okay. Of late, years ago, it wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. So now, when we are looking at digital devices, at the same time, we should know those devices that enable us to have them as inputs and those that will enable us to have them as outputs. These are some of the common features that people have. People have devices, but they do not know what the devices do for them, what they can help them to do. For example, we have devices like for storage. Now we have even devices like it is called the move something, the OTG. Okay, a device that would enable you to do your particular work as you're on the go. Yeah, it is called on the go device. Okay, you have your flash, there's information, but the bus is delaying you to reach. So what you do, you get your tablet, put the OTG in the USB port on the charging port, and put the USB there and continue doing your work. But the work will be saved on the what? On that pen drive. So we have devices that we actually have that they have given us that we are supposed to use. So how do clients, or how do the people who have those gadgets use them? So throughout these trainings, you'll be able to train others on how to use these devices. So those devices are both inputs and outputs. So you can see that the ovals that are here and the intersection of these, they show devices that do both inputs and outputs, which are displayed there. I think you are seeing the camera, you're seeing the touch screens, you're seeing the telephones, you're seeing the modems, the webcams, okay? And then for the input side, when you look at the input side, you are seeing the keyboard, you're seeing the touch screen, the joysticks, the scanners. And then for the outputs, you are seeing we have the printers, which are common that you have on that side, and then the ones you connect to your gadgets, the printers. At the same time, you have the inputs, which is a barcode. I don't know whether the devices were given with barcodes, but you can use those barcodes to read certain information from particular other gadgets that are available. Now, we need also to learn how to connect these devices. Of course, these devices that have been given to you, they have some other components that are given so that you can add them to those devices and you do a complete take on people's data. For example, they might give you a printer to print. Maybe they might say, we are giving you a wireless device, which is a modem, but we want you to connect to it so that you get internet. So basically, these devices, you need to be able to learn how to connect them. Some of them, you can connect a USB in its charging port. You can connect a particular cable that changes it from connecting wirelessly to connecting to a physical network using a cable. Okay. But mostly, what they have managed to do is to allow these devices to connect wirelessly. Either you're sending documents, either you are connecting to the internet, they have that capability of transferring information wirelessly. And I believe most of you have been doing these things, okay, and transferring information what? Wirelessly. And then these devices, they also have batteries. These batteries enable them to keep power. And some of you have devices whose batteries have done what? Have gone down. So, and they need to be taken back so that their what? Their batteries are what? Are regenerated and you are capable of using them again. Okay. So they have what we call charging ports. And then when you're charging these devices, kindly do not make these devices stay longer in power. As long as the device has told you I'm fully charged, remove it. This does not apply to only the tablets you have been given, but even your general mobile phone. okay? The awareness will tell you that kindly remove that device, okay, when it is fully charged, so that you do not make the battery wear out quickly. So that's why you find people have defect batteries on those devices, okay? So we already talked about the operating system and how it has performed and how it helps to how it helps the device and the user to interact. Now, what you should take note of is when you are using these devices, make sure that the date and time are set properly, so that if you do not set these dates and times when you're setting up these devices, you find that the information you are giving at times won't be accurate because of the date and time. And that date and time basically runs on the battery. There's an inbuilt internal battery that needs to be changed in case of anything, okay? So that the date and time are kept moving and they do not keep changing, going wrong dates, giving wrong dates, okay? So, of course, this one, we know that most of you are running Android, and I've already talked about this, the operating system. So the particular tasks now we need to do is to learn how to navigate and create and organize files and folders. What I have shown in the on the other side when I had the Explorer, I was showing you exactly how the files are organized on the left pane. At the same time, you can use the search tool, which I showed you above, to search for a particular file on a particular storage if the storage has plenty of information on it and you need a specific file to pick on. So you should actually remember how you saved that file and what particular name you gave the file, because certain files you need to keep them or you need to give them particular names so that they make meaningful for any other person who would get either any of those gadgets, okay, and he's looking for those files. So because when you're exchanging information, okay, you can say maybe use my gadget, I'm sick today, but the person should be able to locate particular files. So you should be able to give good namings of your files, okay? If you are doing things concerning circles, okay, you should be able to name, okay, maybe if I'm in the district of Kampala and there's a circle in Kampala, I should be able to create a folder containing information for that particular circle, okay? And then if there is other information, I can create what we call a folder within a folder, and I provide that information. For example, I think I can do this for you. Just do this, okay? Okay, so we are here. Let us look at this. So this is my entire screen here. Particularly, maybe I might decide to open a particular folder. Let me open a particular folder. Okay, like this one here. Let me hope people are seeing what I'm showing. Mr. Kaziva or Humphrey, can you tell me what you're seeing?
I'm seeing assessment, class 2024, computer ethics.
Okay, so this is like, let me say, this is a folder. When you look above it, you can see it is computer ethics folder, isn't it? But now this is the content in the folder. But now the content is mixed up. There are those that are PDF, there are those that are Word documents, etc. So I can decide to create a folder within a folder. So with this, I would click on File. I click on New, and I create a folder. Now, when I create this folder, I name the folder. Maybe I rename the folder with, let's say, Ethic Word documents. Something like that. So what I do, I select the documents that I need to move, okay? And then I drag them and drop them into that folder. That means I have moved. So I'm trying to reorganize this folder. You see that? Okay? So that any of the PDFs are alone, okay? And any of the other files are alone. So the same applies with these circles that you have. Okay, you can create information separate that information, because if this information is scattered, then the tracking becomes very hard. Okay, so when you're training your members and the teams there, tell them the information should be organized. Okay, so you're trying to make them be digitally aware of the technologies that they do what they do have. Okay, so we can continue with our presentation. So now understanding the file explorer, that's where I was. So you would be able to see how to work with the file explorer. And the good thing from this training, I'll share with Mr. Kaziba this file so that he can share with you and you try out those activities that we are supposed to do. Okay. So now creating an organizing file, this is what I've just been doing. Okay. You have to learn how to create, organize your files, okay, so that they could be able tracked. People can be able to track these files. And this can be basically even done on those tablets, even on your mobile phone. You do just the same for easy tracking, okay? Now, the next topic on this is the searching for files. As I have told you already, we can search these files depending on the date they have been created. And basically, when you look at the tablets that you have collective information. But your supervisor or your superior may request you to particularly search for information on that device and send it to them. But for you, you already know that this information was on this particular date. But time has passed ever since they asked for this information. So to make your search criteria very easy, you have to search that information by date, okay? For example, let me try it out here. So we have it here, okay? Now, maybe I can open my documents. Let me see if I have anything on D, like these documents that I have. You can see that you can be able to search by date because already you see when these documents were created, okay? You can be able to search a particular document by name, okay? Maybe I want documents concerning the word class only should be coming. Are you see? So documents with the word class are already in search. Now, after they are in search, what else am I looking for? You look at the documents by reading. Remember, I told you that whenever you are looking for a document, you should have saved that document with a name. Okay? You should have saved that document with what? A name. A name that easily locates this document or easily locates this file, so that if at any moment in time you are requested to submit that file, you should be able to look for it and submit it. Now, you can as well request for the details in case you cannot see, okay? So you can click on the button of details, okay? And then you can as well look in your file and it is called file location, the files you've looked for, and then you would see the number of items that have come. There are 15 items, but the item is not there. So what else can I do? You expand your search criteria, okay? You expand your search criteria, and now you have seen these ones were not part, okay? So the rest that were part, okay, have come in, and those that were not part have also joined, okay? So you should just be maneuvering and playing around with these environments on your devices. At the end of the day, as you know that when you keep on using it and practicing, you will find that it becomes easy for you to do what? To enjoy and use it very easily, okay? So we have a basic scenario here that we need to work with, okay? Now, with this scenario, you will find it even in the training that you have. They're asking you, when you are using your device, okay, how would you be able to send emails, be able to respond those emails, and be able to find emails that you need to do what? To send, receive, find, delete, do all the necessities. Okay, so I'm going back to my device, and then we look at how to work with these mails. Okay, so our device is here. I don't know why my camera is blocked again. Okay, so let me do. I'll change my password even if you have seen it, but security paramount. So these are our devices, and the devices are the ones you also have. The environment looks the same. Okay, now basically what you need to know is, where do I get what icon to do what? You know, emails, you can use a browser, and the browser, just a browser is used to read web pages. Okay, maybe you can say, let me go to Google, and then from Google I click on the Gmail. Okay, that one is normally done on PCs, but on these devices, already the applications run. The moment you are setting up your device with the Android operating system on it, you will have to enter your Gmail account. You have to navigate and enter your Gmail what? Your Gmail account. Okay. So with your Gmail account, you would be able to read mails. Okay. You will be able to read what? To read mails. Let me see if I'm there. Let me see whether members are seeing clearly. Okay. So this is my Gmail. Okay. Now with the Gmail, you would be able to, one, click on mail. Okay. Your mailbox will open. Okay. Now in this mailbox, you will see the number of mails that you have not read. Okay. You can see 99%, 99 plus emails not read. Okay. Just because that someone, I do not go there, but maybe those of you who have those devices, I don't know how you communicate with them when you're trying to send data. I said it would be very bad if you used your email to send this information, because it can either at any moment in time be intercepted. So with the device here, okay, you can see there are mails that are there, etc, etc. So you go on checking out these mails. Now, all the mails that have been read are already graded. Okay, those that are not read are already in. Let's say like this one, you see is bold black, which is social from Facebook, mark on Facebook. Okay, so that one has not been read. Okay, this one has not also been read. Okay, so when you tap it, that means all the information that is there, okay, will be what? Will be seen. Okay, now what you are seeing now here, okay, is the information that I'm getting from this site. Now, even you on your side, on that end, when you have the tab, you'll be able to click on your mail, but it depends on the mails that you have. Maybe an email from a superior telling you, kindly, the data you have collected, send it to me via this WhatsApp group or via this link. Okay, so for my case now, I wanted to view certain gadgets. Okay, and these are the gadgets that are what? Available. But the gadget I was interested in was a gadget that was helping me kindly check on voltages for particular objects. Let's say maybe if I want to do some repairs on your tablets, and then I find I need to check whether the battery is okay, whether I'll use this gadget. Now, this gadget, I can shop it offline, isn't it? They are giving me already the price for the gadget, how to get it. Okay, so what I need to do is to first view maybe other gadgets of the same that I can use. So now if I find the gadgets are not interesting, then I just go back. Okay, then I say if I'm interested in that one, then I can reply. Okay, I can reply and say I'm interested. Okay, let me use my right hand. I'm not a left hand person. I am. You see that? I am interested. Okay. Now, what you need to see with those gadgets is they are telling you, do you see in this corner something like a clip for paper holding. Let me put my gadget closer. Okay, this icon here. Okay, with this icon here, you can be able, before to send, you can attach a document or any other thing that you need to attach to move with what? To move with the request. Okay, so if you are ready and you have already what document you need to attach, you click on it. Okay, and then that one will be attached. Are you seeing? Okay, it will be attached. Okay, then when you are ready with everything, there's now this one here. Okay, there's this icon here that now says we need to send it. Unless if you have another attachment, you click there and attach. But basically there are other options that when you click the three buttons, these buttons here, when you click there are particular options that would also assist you. Now, schedule the sending. You can say maybe my superior needs this document at 8 o'clock tomorrow. After you find any information, okay, you can set that schedule and say maybe this one should be sent tomorrow at 9. So however much you're not on email and you have internet running, at 9 automatically this one will be sent. Okay, that one will be what? Will be sent. Then either you need to delete it, you click on that one, or maybe make it confident, or add another contact from my contact that needs also to receive. Okay, that also needs to receive this information. So that means you have learned, one, how to read the information, okay, how to send this information, but now we also need how to delete it. On deleting, you click those buttons, okay, and now click on the word discard. You see that one? You click on discard. The moment I click on discard, it will be deleted. You see that? And taken back to the original mail. Okay, so I can click on the recycle bin and taken back to the original mail setting, it back to my inbox. Now, if I am to compose, composing means you're going to write a message. Okay, you're going to write a message, or you're going to write something, or you're going to send an email. Okay, so what you need to do is to compose. So on compose, you'll get that pencil that is there. Okay, and then there are certain attributes that you need to look at. The two subjects is where you put the email or the contact for the person for whom you expect to receive this mail. And the from is the email that that person will read, that it is coming from Anthony, coming from any other person. Then the subject is what content is contained, okay? What content is contained in the mail box, okay? And then we also have the message body, which is this one here now. This message body is where now you type whatever you need. Okay. So if it is particularly an audio, you can decide also to add an audio file. Okay. Then record yourself. Blah, 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 blah. You see? Allow Gboard to record audio. Okay. Only at this time. Okay. If you really need an audio file, okay, you do what? You would record yourself. That audio file to accompany the email that you have. All this is done with the digital devices that you have. Then at the end of the day, if you are ready with everything, you can send. Okay? But otherwise, there are more settings that you can click and have everything. Okay? Sorry, my camera is off, or someone is sharing. I don't know who is sharing. Is it me? Oh, someone has taken the share rights. Okay, thank you. So now you can see what is happening. Okay, so these are some of the things you need to know while you're using the devices. And basically, as you are doing the training and you're doing the content that already has been told to you, that whoever completes will get a certificate, all these are some of the tasks that you'll be requested to do. And if you have done them very well, then good to go. Okay, thank you. Let us continue with our presentation. Okay. So those are some of the tasks. Okay, you will learn how to create, to send emails, read emails, delete emails, and these are some of the scenarios and tasks you are supposed to go through. Okay, so you'll be given procedures on how to do that, and basically these are some of the common things that members need to know. People are now sending mail. People are no longer using the post office. So with the digital devices, just be aware with it that you can do anything that is possibly needed to be done or perform any tasks that you can perform with those particular what devices. Now, the circle people, those who are collecting information from people, those who are collecting data from people, eh, you can send a massive email to all of them at a go. If you have their mails, okay, you tap and send a single mail to all of them, informing them kindly, come, your monies are ready. Your monies are ready. So send that mail to all those individuals. You have seen while I was doing the email part of it, I said you can add contacts per contact as long as those people's contacts, you do have them. So use those devices and send that information. Okay. So now, when we move to the search engines are like Google Search, Lycos, Bing, Explorer. You can use all these. Explorer as a browser has its own search engine called Bing. Hmm? So now, what do we need to know? Okay, and the basics we need to have when we are using search engine. Of course, we search for very kinds of information, a lot of information that we need to search. But now, how do we get this information? So we need to know exactly what we are looking for. Okay, we need to have the keywords. Maybe search words like, for example, you might want to search for information concerning, let's say, what can I say, concerning PDM funds, let's say. So you'd like to know maybe how the funds are distributed, etc. But now your search becomes too wide that you are not basically needing some of the information. So what you do, where you find that the search is too big or too large, the information, you just put a minus sign on one of the searches that you do not want to be included in your search. So that means it will reduce the search criterion. And even if you are searching for a particular something, depending, okay, you can put quotes on it as you're doing the search. When you go to Google, you do a search, okay. Now that search, let me see if I can do something. And I don't know why I really feel like doing it on the devices is better, because most of you are having those devices. Okay, whatever I am doing here on the device is exactly what is done on a computer, and it's exactly what you will be doing on the devices that you will be having. Okay, on the devices that you have, and you're trying to look for information. Okay, so here we go. I have my device here, and I use one of the search engines. Okay, let me hope it's looking straight. Okay, so I use one of the search engines to do the particular search. Okay, now what am I looking for? Maybe I might look for the term circles. Okay, so I want to know about circles. Okay, but now as I am searching on circles, okay, I don't know whether it is being seen properly. Okay, that was a typing error. So okay, so and then I asked for circles in Uganda. Okay, so information will be displayed. Okay, so like why in the top circles, you see, now the top circles are here. Okay, these are some of the top circles that we want. Okay, but now in this information I would say top circles. Okay, then I come and put a minus, I come and place a minus. Okay, then type. Okay, so a minus what? Mukono, and then I do my search. Okay, so when I come to this search and I click in Uganda, okay, but this one I decided to bring it anyway, but it's not supposed to return. Okay, so it's not supposed to return it, but it has returned it. But basically, what my issue was is that you exclude. Okay, there are some information that you need to exclude. Okay, so you use a minus sign to exclude them. Okay, so I don't know why this one has returned it, but it's not supposed to return it when I exclude it with a minus sign. Okay, so but that's what major I was talking about. Can continue. So you can as well use filters when you're doing your search. You can as well use filters to do the search. Okay, you can as well use quotes, and you can as well use those stars that you're seeing. Okay, to search within a specific website. Those are the kind of solutions that you particularly need. Okay. Now, when you're online, how do you identify relevant results? Okay, what you need to do when you set your queries, okay, because these are some of the things that you're going to do. You have these gadgets, you're within circles, you're working with the people, you look for information to be able to sensitize these people when you actually have particular information that you need to give to them. Okay, so you should be looking for information when you are searching on the devices, and this information should be credible information and from credible sources. Okay, for example, we can have institutions with credible information, trusted media outlets with credible information, okay? And then also the date when this information was released. So you can try to search for particular dates, information, and you find the information was released in 2008. Yet there's new information released in 2005. So you should be able to understand this information that is being released, okay? When was it released? Is it relevant? Okay. And then when you are doing your search, criteria, just be on spot relevant information. Okay. Not all information that is on the internet is true information, but you can be on spot while you are doing these searches. Go to your Google Drive, go to Chrome, do the searches, go to Bing, do your searches, but you have to make sure that you also do have an idea, unless you're looking for information where you don't have an idea. But also look at that information in such a way that the information you're looking for is particular information in a particular latest date. Okay? Unless if you are looking for archived information, that's when you allow other dates to come in. Okay? So we can proceed with this as being on spot on, and then avoid malicious results. Okay. By the way, some information on site is malicious. Someone can give you information and then request you to click on a particular link in order to get more details. But then what happens is when you click on that link, you are affected by what? Viruses. Viruses are just, let me say, are just like written codes. They are written codes to disorganize your system, especially these computers that we have and those devices that you have. The moment you decide to keep on downloading information, make sure that the information you're downloading is credible, not to lead you to malicious information. For example, you can be even just using that tablet and a pop-up comes and says, hey, actually, you have won. You have won, let's say, $1,000. And for you, because you're excited, you click the link. And then they ask you kindly provide your details so that we could send this money to your account. For you, because you're excited, you provide everything, meaning they have taken your privacy. At the same time, they can hack into your bank account and take even the little that you have. Just due to excitement, you are like, hey, let me just do what? Let me just take this money. Okay. So you should actually pay attention to warnings from your browsers for security software about unsafe sites. Okay, that one is a caution. So, what are the best practices for safe searching? We search for information. You have details of people on your circles, but you can search about them. Most of us already online. People have national IDs. People have studied in different schools. Uh, People have applied for different jobs. People on Facebook. So when you are looking for these people, you can search them wherever you feel like where you can get information. But of course, make sure that the best practice for safe searching. Okay. So that is some of the information that when you are searching, what actually do you need to know and what you need to do as you're searching. Okay. Now, look at the URLs. URLs are universal resource locators. So when you're typing, let's say I'm searching for information about an institution. So you'll go and say www dot da, da, da. The search engine where you are typing, and that word you are typing www dot something something dot com, that is your URL. But where you are typing is the address where the URL is set, and then you click next so that it searches that information. But you should be very sure that the URL you are putting in the search engine is a credible one from a credible source. Now, also the best practice, install security tools. For example, those devices that you have, you can try and install, let's say, antivirus software, okay, to keep you scanning, to keep you warned of any suspicious sites, okay. So what happens is, uh, with that information of best practice, you should be able to protect yourself against all these malwares, okay, and sites or websites that are not credible for the source of information that you're looking for. So now, if we want to find specific information, you can see all the things that we need to have if we are looking for specific information, okay. So all these things you are going to be doing them practically, because what you have in the training there, it is really practical. And you heard that whoever completes, that's why they are saying whoever completes the one to get that data, because you would have read and understood and practically done all the activities that are needed. All these activities are part of the training. Okay, some of them I've already shown them, and some of them you can use them as you do the practice in the trainings that you have been given to attain. So, and that certificate, that's why it is internationally what recognized. So we know how to navigate from one website to another. Of course, navigating from one website to another, you need to know how to do that. For example, you need to know how to enter the address of the website that you need. You need to know basically how to go back. You need to know your home, where you are picking that information from on the website. And basically, you need to look at the landing pages of the website. At the same time, you need to know when you're searching a website, you need to know how to keep websites that are of good interest to you by bookmarking them. Okay. For example, maybe we would open up a website. Let's say, like, as I know that most people are interested in sports. Uh, okay. Let's say like sport news. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Window. Okay. Set up. Okay. Okay. So we are here. You would see maybe there's some sport news you're seeing. Maybe you would like to know about something, let's say, on one particular sportsman. I can't tell, because for me, I rarely watch football. I don't know, people are going to laugh at me, but I even don't know some of the players. I even don't know. I just sit there, see a ball being scored, and I walk away. But of course, some people know each player, some people know. But basically, what happens is, now I'm here on the site. But on this site, they are telling me, hey, you man, in order for us to continue, eh, you can allow our cookies. The cookies are just small programs that the user wants to know how often you go to their site and visit, what exactly do you do to their site, and they actually capture statistics of what exactly is the site? Is it interesting to people? Do they often visit it? So how are our visitors? What exactly can we change? Okay, so I have accepted all cookies so that I can get access, okay, to the site. So this is what you're seeing. So now this is a player, these are players. Now you want to know Real Madrid. Okay, I keep on hearing people talking about Real Madrid. Or you just say, hey, okay, this is Real Madrid. So what is happening in Real Madrid? So you try and play and see what is happening in Real Madrid. So as long as you have rights, okay, you would be able to play the video, okay. Okay, so now for me, on my case, it is unsupported. Now what are these activities? You can see I say if it is not working for me very well, how do I get back? I click the back button. You see this back button, I go back. Okay, that information I have not got, it's not clear to me, so I click on this other information. So this other information comes in, I can read on this gentleman. It's called Tom Cleaver is sacked. Okay, what is that? I even don't know. So it is there. You can see information is running. You read, you can read more, blah, 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 blah. You move down. So if this page is of good interest to you and you do not want to lose it, what you do, you come and bookmark the page. Okay, you come and do what? Bookmark the page. When you bookmark the page, you can decide to leave it as this the name and then select a location for where you wish the bookmark to do what? To be stored. Okay, okay, so you can click on done or create in a folder where bookmarks are stored. You click on done. So the next time you are looking for it, you'll just come on the bookmarks, get down the drop down, click on where you stored it, maybe in other bookmarks, and you will get it there. Okay, so that is part of what you will be doing in the training, and then it is actually practical. Okay, okay, so you can go back to our presentation. So we can move. So you'll be able to navigate through the website. You should know which button I click to do this. What else do I need to do? Okay. And then basically when you're on the internet, what you need to know, you need to understand your digital persona. Okay. You have to understand your digital what? Your digital persona. Okay. Your digital persona, before I go to the digital persona, we need to know the information on the internet is actually also protected depending on the people who have put the content. Okay, so we should not make the information on the internet our own information. Someone is requested to give information, goes, does copy and paste, provides that information, and then makes the information theirs. We have copyrights, okay, and intellectual property, okay, in this digital age. People are being sued and locked up because of this copyright. So make sure the information you're providing is your particular information, not another person's what? Information. Okay? So when we are dealing with some of these things, we should be very critical on copyright. Okay? So you should be aware there are copyright laws. Okay? And also there are, I think, laws which have been put up, the ICT laws on digital issues. Okay? You should go and actually search on them and read more about them. So all these are embedded in this content here. So you'll be able to go through the slides and get to understand. Okay. Then the coming of the AI. I think now you know that AI is one fundamental of concepts that have come in. Okay, where we have all these things like machine learning, artificial intelligence, large data modeling, all these. By the way, I came to notice that the AI was already developed ages ago in the 1950s. Okay, so in the you see in the 70s we start picking up, and in the 21st century we have already picked up. So people are using AI a lot, and I know basically your tools that you have there, the devices, you'll be able as well to use the AI to help you sometimes on certain features. Let's say you have seen also WhatsApp. I mean, is it WhatsApp that I've embedded an AI tool? So WhatsApp is not only used for mere chatting and WhatsApping friends, but also for content and information. So there are AI assistants there that will enable you to search for information, as well as TikTok. TikTok, yes, people are looking for making content, but others have made it a major tool for advertising and having information, okay, to see to it that they grow their industries that they are into. Okay, last time ago I was training people in the markets on how to use TikTok in order to sell their products, and some of them actually, but now they are calling me that they are really making good profits. Okay, in the trainings I gave. So basically, with the tools you have there, the gadgets were given to you. Yes, you can even use the gadget as well to do other things, but which are profitable to the nation. Okay. So the behaviors you need to foster, we need to actually give people to learn how to, when they're using these devices, what basically cautions should they take or charge for. Okay. Now, what we need to know is how positively do we actually use these devices. Let us not use these devices to do what? To start things like abusing others, start things like doing fraudulent, getting fraudulent material, trying to steal from others. Actually, use these gadgets for what they have been given to you to use. Okay, what they have been given to you to use. Okay, so we should be respective when communicating. We should be respective when communicating, when we are communicating and using the devices. We should be very respective. Okay. For example, the way you speak to someone when you have a face-to-face conversation, I think you should also, it should be the same way you would speak, okay, to someone when you're online. Do not use forcefully, let me say, like, I'm communicating to you, but I'm using abusive languages, I'm trying to intimidate you, okay? When you should have that etiquette, okay? Okay? You should be able to understand when you are using these devices, how basically and advantageous you would be able to use these devices without hurting or the other counterparts. Okay. Next, we need to, okay, as we have seen again, we need to be responsible when we are using these devices. Do not just drop these devices because the government is using our taxes to buy this guy. Let us drop them. No, that is not very good. Okay, use the device. You have your children who are coming; they will use the same devices. Okay, it's like someone coming from a school, destroying the computers, stealing everything, but doesn't know later on would come to ask for a place for that child to do to study in the same institution. So what happens if the institution doesn't have gadgets? So some of those things you should keep and understanding, and you should be able to work and act responsibly when you are using the gadgets that you have been given. Okay, so when you'll be reading through the presentation, you will be able to learn more and more about digital awareness. Okay, just because of time, I'm trying to beat up time so that we can have people ask questions. Okay, we have the digital persona, your presence when you're on site, your profile when you're online. So what happens? Some of you think that if I am not using a device online, I am well protected. I'm not online. There's nothing that can happen to me. But not knowingly that any colleague or any friend who is online can put you online for you unknowingly. So you're doing things saying, I cannot appear online. Who knows me? But basically, the tools that you have can reportedly put you online. And then you have issues if you are misbehaving. So protect your digital persona. Okay? You have to act professionally, okay, when you're online, okay, so that you do not have or create offense to all those people listening to you or taking on you or getting to understand you. Okay, so you should know your life when you're using these gadgets. Okay. uh, what we have to do, creating and managing your digital persona, that one I've already talked about it. So basically, I think I can close and end up here. And ladies and gentlemen, if there are any other questions or any questions for us, please forward them. Thank you so very much, and I submit.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony, for the wonderful presentation. And dear members, in case there is any question you do have, kindly feel free to raise up your hand, or you can place your question in the chat. You can place your question in the chat, but I want to find out whether Mr. Peter, you are set. We can first have that group photo. Okay, as I take on some few questions. Yes, Farouk, you can unmute. Farouk, unmute.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Good evening.
It's me, Majid and Farouk together from Arua, Ulep Sub-County, Madukolo. I would like to know about mails. When the presenter was presenting, he showed us everything. I was thinking if I want to send mails to 2 to 3 people, I expected him to have shown me how to do that. I mean, carbon copies to others. I expected him to have shown me on how to do that, but so unfortunately, I didn't see that. I think it would be better if you show us that.
Okay, Mr. Kaziba, let me do that one because it is practical and we can get the others. Let me just share that with you. Okay. For example, let me see. Let me share my screen once again. Okay. Let's share my window.
Gizu.
Okay, let me just use a simple one, which is mine, and then I don't mind about it. It's official. Let me just show you something. Let me share my screen now. One members can see. Okay, so now like this one is mine. Let me do on my official mail, and then you see what normally do. So are you seeing the shared screen as it looks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, I just forgot maybe let me just do the same. Don't worry, I don't save my passwords. It's a trick that I normally use. Yeah, the speeds are a bit tricky, internet speeds, but let us see when it loads. Let's reload it. Okay. So you're seeing the mailbox.
Yes,
So let me
yes,
get
please.
into my mailbox. Okay. So this is my mailbox. Okay. Now, for example, I have this one here. So you can see, okay, this is my mailbox,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What I need to do now is I would send mail to, isn't it? That one we spoke about
Yeah.
it. And then I have a carbon copy. You see the CC?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this CC is a carbon copy, meaning that whoever I place in this would have got the same document that I'm sending to the others. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So massively, if maybe I have an email like, let me see, I have this someone's email is that, then I have someone other email is this, then another person's email is that. You see that? Okay. Are you seeing
Yeah.
that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I
Yeah.
pick other people on that. Then I pick other people on this. Okay. You see that?
Mm.
So these are
Yes,
different
please.
people, but the mail is going to these people above. You understand?
Mm.
But then these people below who are getting the carbon copy are the people who are receiving the same mail. You understand? Who are
Yes.
who are placing the mail, the subject, and then the attachments. Okay. But then we have another person who is this person. Do you see this person here?
Yeah,
This person
BCC.
I've added.
Yes.
You see this person? Now, this
Yes.
person is the person who, for him, will receive the same mail. But the person in CC and the person in 2, we will not know that the person in BCC has received the same copy. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yes,
You get
please.
the idea?
That one is
Blind
now
text.
confidential.
Sorry?
That is confidential.
Yes. The blind carbon copy, for example, we have people who normally tell managers, for me, I did not receive the copy. Yet the manager knows you received it. But because you didn't see that the manager was sent the same document, but the manager will see whoever received, the person who is in 2, the person in BCC will see. And the person who is in CC, the person in BCC will do what? BCC will see that person. Okay? Are we clear with that now? Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, Mr. Kaspa, I can take on the other.
There is something I need you to try me on. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
There's something I need clarification on, like achieving a mail and deleting it. What is the difference?
So now, when you delete mail, okay, it will
Yes.
be very, very hard for you to get it back. That means you have discarded it. But when you archive the mail, meaning that you will need it for future use, so you can
Yes,
get it
please.
from the archives. It's like a storage area for mail.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Stephen, there are members I'm seeing. There's Jemba.
Jemba, unmute. Jemba, unmute.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I'm Jemba Abe calling. I'm from Nakaseke, Semutu County. My question is on what we call new incognito. I want
Sorry?
the first to able new incognito when you are using machines.
He's breaking. We can't hear properly. He's breaking. Can you speak
Break.
louder, but you are breaking?
What I was saying, are you getting me?
Yes, we are getting you now.
Yeah, that my question to the facilitator is on what we call new incognito. Sometimes when you are searching, you find a link. It is taking too long to load. But when you use what we call new incognito, at times it moves faster. What is so special with new incognito and what does it exactly mean? Someone directed me there the other time, but I want to know more about it. I thank you.
Mr. Anthony, have you got a question? Okay, as Mr. Anthony.
He was breaking a bit here, but what I heard the gentleman talk about incognito, something like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So no, when you are browsing some sites, some private sites are normally some sites which are very tricky. It is better to run them in incognito mode. So because you need to secure your browsing activities. So the incognito mode is a mode that enables to search for let's say for browse information at a faster speed than any because that mode of incognito, not everybody goes there. So when you're searching for information, not everybody is searching using incognito. You get the idea? Okay? So it brings up the search criteria as fast as possible. So it is a secure kind of searching environment. And I say something like that. Okay, but what you need to do is you also need to go and find out and read more about it. Why is it faster than any other ordinary site when you switch to incognito mode? Okay, thank you.
Maybe, Mr. Anthony, I can add on something. Now, those who don't know the incognito, whenever you want a lot of privacy, let me say you want your things, you want a lot of privacy. It means that when you are browsing or when you are making your research or anything you are searching on the internet, then you can go there and turn your browser into that incognito format. It means that incognito, one of its advantages, it does not keep your history things. Like let me say your search history and the rest of that, it does not keep them. So those who don't know how to use it, you will come here on your web browser. Here in the where you have the three dots here in the upper right corner, you click there. Then you'll be able to see that one, or you can press Ctrl+Shift+N. So once you place it there, then you can be able to search using that incognito format. So you find that for it does not save your browsing history, does not save those cookies history and the rest of that. So your data is very safer when you are using the incognito. But you can still go on and make more research on it. And it is a very good thing to use when you are browsing. But I think we shall expand it on it more tomorrow to learn how to minimize these things. Okay. We have another one, David Aloysius.
Yes, thank you. I am called Ogwang David from Serere. I am sorry I came a bit late because of the internet issues, but I don't know whether the issue of it has gone down because I've not registered. I needed to register. That is needed to find out. Thank you.
Okay, we are going to resend the form. David, sorry, Arosius, unmute. And Nubin.
He's using a ZTE Nubia phone. I think he had to rename it, to give it a name. So Nubia, eh? So there's also Kizito here. I'm seeing Kizito. So Aloysius. Mr. Kaziba, I don't know whether the people know how to unmute. Maybe if we... Okay, Aloysius is unmuted. Yes, Aloysius.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Anson. Thank you for your presentation. I'm internal Mrubirizi, Bushenyi, Greater Bushenyi. So my question was about, for us, we are dealing with the PDM, that is the PDM money. So the challenge we are facing is on the registration, registering people. Those people who were profiled before, and those people received money via bank. We are now told to put them in backlog. So by backlogging them, you find that the information that was provided on that person, it is wrong. You need to edit it, most especially the name does not match with the NELA. When you are editing it, they tell you it is successfully edited. But when you go back, you find the old spelling or the other spelling that the challenge you are facing, it is still in existence. So how can you help me there? Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Now that question, all those ones we are going to tackle. Is it in day 3? Today, day 4.
Yes.
Yes,
On
all those
Friday.
we are going to tackle on day what? On Friday. Okay. Yeah, all those ones are going to be answered on Friday.
Yeah, but Humphrey, or rather Anthony, sorry.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, Peter.
Thank you very much, Anthony. I think thank you for your communication. I think it's true. All PDMIS related issues will be addressed on Friday, but just so that we don't let that lie for now, I think what you've mentioned is caused by duplicate entries in the household registration system. We told you and we informed everyone that please do not reprofile individuals. When you've entered wrong or incorrect details of an individual, you were supposed to contact your IT officer at the district level to be able to edit it for you. But unfortunately, some people went ahead, insisted, and reprofiled, and therefore creating duplicates. Now, for those duplicates to be managed, what do you have to do? For now, you have to talk to your district IT officer just to confirm why the editing is refusing. Give us the details of those duplicates. If one person or one household has been reprofiled more than once, and tell the service desk what they're supposed to do to be able to manage those duplicates. So the service desk will be able to, thanks for showing that, will be able to pick out and remove the duplicates and leave only one record. Then the IT officer will be able to edit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. So I'm going to request members to have your cameras on such that we can first take a photo and have the evidence that this meeting happened. So you turn on your camera such that you can be able to capture. Let me hope, Mr. Peter, you are also set on your side. Mr. Peter, are you set?
I will request that you help take it because where I am, I may not be able to.
So do not turn them off until when I let you know.
Hello? I'm seeing hands are up and...
Yes, Mr. Anthony, we are taking photos for people who have been on the call before we proceed. I'm taking the last photo, so please, it is well. Wait a minute. Those who are unable to place your cameras, please, it is well, but we shall need evidence that you really attended the session. Okay. 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 I think it is well. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, you're going to allow me to first take you to the course briefly before we continue and before some members drop off, because our first assignment is starting today. I don't know whether that is okay, Mr. Anthony. I show them the assignment that is waiting for us.
It is very okay. They are good to go.
Okay. Now that Mr. Anthony has given us a background and he has told us that what is remaining now, we need as individuals to keep learning. And you remember, Mr. Peter told us in his remarks that continuity in learning is paramount at this level. Yes, the more knowledge you get, the more relevant you'll be to society. Now, what is going to happen? Yesterday, some of us were able to enroll, but some of you were not able to enroll. Now, what are we going to do? This is the hour class that we do have. I'm going to first take you through how we are going to be learning. But those who have already enrolled into the course, I'm going to just post the link in the chat such that you can be able to go back to your classes. Now, what are you going to do? The moment you go and reach your class, this is my class. How am I going to learn? I don't know whether I need, okay. How am I going to learn? Now, this class is organized in form of modules. Modules are like, let me call them like topics. Then inside the topic, there is a subtopic. Hope that is okay. Now, a topic is bigger. A topic is something bigger, then a subtopic is something small. So they have been organized in form of lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. So we shall be expecting you to go through all the modules from module 1, module 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But at each of these modules, you are going to be finding an assessment, like a paper to do, like an exam, to check on your knowledge that you have acquired from that particular module that you have been doing. This is to check whether you are understanding the content, whether there is something more that we need to do concerning digital awareness, because like Mr. Chimgu has told us that all over, wherever we are, you are going to find these gadgets there. You're going to find a lot of young children, youth, your committee members using these gadgets. But what makes you different from them is how we are going to use them. The usage is very important because you may have the gadget, but you may underutilize it. You may have it, but when you don't know how to use it. So all those questions are being captured here. Now, what are we going to do? What is happening that you are going to be scrolling the way you are seeing I'm scrolling on the left. Each of these modules has a short video explaining, trying to throw more light on what you are learning. But you are going to allow me I'm going to pause this recording a bit such that I play this video. Now, this is the video that we have. What do? You always have to place, wait, I'm going to share again such that you can be able to pick my sound from the video.
Digital technology is incredible. It connects us across continents.
Yeah, so the video will be playing like that, and we shall be expecting you to, yes, just give me a minute. So we shall be expecting you to play that particular video. Okay. Okay, I can now first continue with the recording. Okay. Just a minute. I want to... Okay. Yes, I was still showing you. So that's how we shall expect you to be playing each video, listen to it. These videos do not go for more than 5 minutes. They are usually 3 to 4 minutes. Now, after playing, I know we may have maybe special people here, special needs. So now for those ones who are a bit special, you can check out the transcript. The transcript is already there. If you want, you can as well download the material. Then, what are you going to do? After watching that particular video, you are going to come down here and then respond to the different questions that are there. Hope you can see the questions. So there are quite a number of questions that you are supposed to respond to. So you come and then try out these particular questions. So these questions are the ones that are testing whether you have surely been able to watch that video and at least you know what is inside. So that is what we are going to be doing. So for each of these modules you are going to do, there is always an exercise for you to try. Take an example. The first one tells us that what benefit do digital technologies offer? So there is the complete, Now let me just check. You put in the chat what you think your answer is. I'm assuming this is A, B, C, and this is D. In the chat quickly, just put what you think the answer is going to be. I want to see. I'm going to check. Type either A or C, B or C or D. People are saying D. We can test D. So the moment you place D, you can go on and then check whether surely D is correct. So once you place D, they will ask you to submit. So you submit. In case it is correct, then they will tell you that it is very okay. Hope that is okay. So you keep on submitting and trying out. So that is how, so you will see submitted and then they'll ask you, you'll continue to do other numbers. So what is going to happen? There are 5 numbers here. So you do question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5, question 6, and then you submit. Then they will be showing you the percentage you are at. At this point here, they are going to be showing you the percentage that for module 1, in case you finish answering and watching the video, they will be able to show you that now you're at 100% for that particular module. Then after there, you say, now I'll finish the first module. Let me go to the second one. Merging the analog and digital world. You remember at first, you remember those big TVs we had, then we went on to the digital. So you'll come here. Yes, you'll come here and watch this video. Some of you have those tablets, you have your phones. So here you need to know when the temperatures are high on your phone, sometimes even they bring for you the notification. What does it mean? So there is a lot here that you can learn about the analog, and then after you attempt the exercise. Then from there, you are going to come to 1.2. There is another one. So you must be able to follow through all the modules without skipping any. Even here, you are going to find out that what are some of those creative apps that you need. You have your phone, you have your laptop. I read some research paper that showed that all these phones we have a lot of things on the phone that we do not even use. Some of you will find that the only app we use is WhatsApp and maybe the message app, but there are quite a lot that you can use on your phone. So you'll find here what we call the creative apps. So they are also here because one of the, I know under the parish development model, we want to support the youth. So you may even be able to identify some ideas that you can give the youth to be able to utilize the funds very well. Even it has there are apps that can be able to monitor how the sleeping hours, that can be able to monitor how long do you spend on your gadget. And then when you are talking to the youth, you need to tell them that maybe you can put this app in your phone to keep checking you that the moment you spend more than 3 hours on your phone will stop working, such that you utilize your time very well. Yeah, so we have those pausing apps that we can discover. So here is another one. So here they will be taking the different types of service, the different digital worlds and the rest. Then we have the basic tools we can use in the digital space. So also you are going to find them here. the basic tools and they will be able to show them to you. So because remember now, you need to know what is a keyboard, what is a monitor. So everything is going to be here for you. Those who want to know what are the output devices. One person was asking, what are the output devices? Then you need to come here and know that output means giving out. Or yeah, so then you know that maybe this is going to be the answer. Then you submit. So those are some of the things we are going to keep doing. Module 3, Module 4, Module 5. Then at the end of it all, we have what you call an assessment. Now, an assessment summarizes everything you have been able to learn within that particular module. And you can open this one after finishing all, and then you come here, and then you fill in the detail, you answer all the questions. There are about 20 questions, and then at the end you submit. But I need to caution you that in order for you to get a certificate, you need to get above the pass mark, at least a minimum of an 80. So you need to work very smart that you get the marks that are required. But also UICT, we need some feedback on how has this course been. So we shall request you that there is going to be a survey that requires 3 to 4 minutes for you to come and take it on. So that is what we are going to do. Now, what does it take for you to get to finish this module? Now, according to the people who have done this course, and each one of us here, the instructors have also done this course. We have other members within the country. So this course requires us to use only 6 hours. What are the 6 hours? It is you are going to plan your day very well. We understand you are very busy. You have a lot of work as party chiefs. You have to work on this, you have to work on this. But it requires you 6 hours. And now this is where we are going to have a check. How you plan your day and how you are able to complete tasks given a deadline. So we shall be expecting that by Thursday, each one of you has finished this module. Remember, tomorrow we are introducing another module for you that we shall expect you to complete by Friday. So now, if you have got an opportunity now, it means that we need to start today. So today you can say, today I'll use 1 hour of mine. Then you say tomorrow I'll use 2 hours. Then maybe in the evening I'll use 1 hour. Then the other day I can use 1 hour. So it is up to how you're going to budget your time. That this is urgent and important. So let me budget well my plan such that I can be able to do this course. So you need just 6 hours of your time to be able to do it. Okay, let me hope I'm clear. Then we are going to share with you the resources after the course that you can read at your in your free time, the course overview, and we shall send the scope and sequence. We shall send them to you such that you can be able to access them. Now, we have members that were not here yesterday, and surely they have not been able to enroll onto the course. What can we do? Now, allow me to first display the list for members that have enrolled, but they are not sure whether they have enrolled into the course. So I'm going to run through the course, the members, and please look at the screen. In case your name appears, it means you are already successful and you are already you are good to start the course today evening. Then those who have just joined, we are going to take you through simple steps on how to do it. So I'm starting to scroll. So kindly look at the screen until when we finish. So that is the list, and we have 167 members that have been able to enroll. Okay. Okay. So we are going to share this list on the WhatsApp platform such that you can be able to continue. Now, those who were not here yesterday, what are we going to do? I can have just one member who was not here. Those who were here, can you, yes, can we, I want just one member who was not here and has just joined today. Any member? Okay. Burnett, the survivor. Burnett, unmute. Okay, since Burnett is not,
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Burnett, what are you using, phone, laptop?
No, I'm using a phone, a tablet.
Okay, kindly share your screen. Check there is a green button there on your screen. Say share.
Yeah. Green button.
Have you been able to see the button?
I'm really not seeing it.
Which button do you see? Like on the Zoom app?
Yeah, it is a green button.
Say share. Have you seen? Yes. Nazwa Margaret, you are there. You enrolled yesterday. Nazwa 85. Yes. Oh, am I failing to get? Okay. Now, I wanted you, don't share your whiteboard. This is Nobi. Nobi, if anyone sharing, I want you to share your screen. Who's going to share? Is it Phyllis? Phyllis, you can share your screen. Or Douglas? Douglas, can you share? Okay, this is David. Yes, those who have not seen their names on the list, I think I'm failing to get, okay. Now I'm going to do it myself from my end here to guide those members who are failing to log in. Now, what do we do, members? Okay, Mollis? Mollis? Mollis, sorry, Aloysius. Aloysius, unmute.
Yes.
Okay, now, Aloysius, I want you to go to the chat. So members, let's follow. Go to the chat of this group of the Zoom. The chat is there, members. Click on chat. I want you to click on that link I have sent now. So members, those who are not here, you are going to do the same using those tablets we have. Now, after clicking, that is, you are going to get a screen like that. So it is still loading. Now, after it has loaded, it is still loading. In case your end it has loaded, then that is good. You are going to wait for us. Please, let's further proceed here. Now, when it loads, I want you to go, I think you have already enrolled into the course. Have you?
But I have not seen my name on list because I joined today.
Okay. Because I've seen you have enrolled already. So for you, you just click there, the modules, and then you start.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for you are already sorted. Okay. 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 Yes. Okay. Allow me to share my screen. Okay. Now, members, which kind of screen are you going to get? Now, after tapping the link, you are going to get a screen of this nature. Those who have not joined. Now, what do? You come here where there is get started. Say get started. The moment you click on get started, you'll get a screen of this nature. But since we do not have accounts yet, those people whose names were not appearing, you are going to come here and say sign up. So you come here, say sign up. When you come to sign up, you'll get a screen of this nature. Now, the moment you get this screen, then you are going to fill in what is your country, that my country is Uganda. So you put Uganda. What is the state? State is your district, Buyukwe. Year of birth, 2010. Month of birth may be November. Now, after filling these details, you continue and say continue. Now, put in your name. Your first name is your Christian name. So I'll put Stephen, I'll put Kaziba, I'll put my email. Then the password is the crucial part. That's where many of you are failing to get the password because you are not following the procedure for the password. We said that the password must have 8 characters. And in those 8 characters, you must have a capital letter. Say, I'm going to use capital M as my capital letter or uppercase. You must have a smaller letter. So say, I'll use A. Then, let me say this is map. I'm creating just my password. Then you must have a special character. So special character, I can use hash. Then I say you must have a number. So I can say 2025. Something like that. Those are 8 characters and it meets all the password requirements. So that is what is failing, members. And many of you are failing because of this. Now, the moment you fill in, since personally I have already created my password, I will say create account. So since I have already, allow me to just change this email just for demonstration purposes. Yes. So you can notice that that is a password, but because since I have already an email, that email I have already used it. So it will say you have finished. Now, the moment you reach this screen, what are you going to do? You are going to scroll down after reading through the terms and conditions, and then you will tap on these 2 boxes, 1, 2, and then say accept and continue. The moment you finish that, it means now you can access the course and you can be able to do. Those are the steps we are going to be taking. Just 5 steps. Then you'll have your screen like this, and then you start learning. So that is what we are going to do, and we shall keep guiding you in the course. So we shall keep guiding you. We shall keep sharing the course. Those who have already received the link, please go on, and then we start on the course. Okay, I don't know whether Mr. Humphrey has something. Okay, I'm going to share the updated list on the group such that you can be, yes, you can just tap on that link. The link I've shared it on the WhatsApp group. You can access it from there. But also, in case like someone has asked, what if I am out of the group and I want to access the course? What do I do? Now, for such cases, what you do, you're going to go to your web browser. In your web browser, you'll type netacard.com. The moment you type netacard.com, you are going to be able to get a browser of this nature. Allow me to log out maybe, and then I show you. You just need to say netacad.com. Now, the moment you come to netacad.com, please and please come to where you have login. Come login and then put your email. Like this is my email, and then say login, put your password and then login. The moment you do the login, you'll find that the moment you go to your page, you'll find that your course that you started on is already there. So you just click, in case you have not started on, you just click and then you continue. So I repeat, it is called netacad.com. netacad.com. For those who may not be able to click on the link, I'm sharing it here. Okay. So at what time do we start the course? We have already started. Okay. I think for any other questions, let me end here. Okay. But I will share the updated list such that you can. Okay, I'll share the group photos at the end of the session. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, I want to invite Mr. Peter in case you are still around. Or Mr. Anthony, do you have anything before members? Okay.
Actually, I was just requesting members to spare some good time to do that certificate. Okay, it is very important, and you get to know the technologies that are new to you, and get to know the way around with the devices that you have been provided and given to do these activities that we are training you at. So thank you so very much for your participation.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. Mr. Humphrey, anything? Joali? Joali, you have a question? Okay. It seems Joali is not unmuting. Okay. Thank you so much, members. We shall continue to meet here even tomorrow at the same time. We shall be here at 2 to 4. That is our time. So thank you so much for attending. Make sure that you have been able to fill in the form, the registration form, because after this meeting, it is going to close. After the meeting, the moment I place the meeting then it means that it will close. So you'll not be able to respond to it. Make sure you have already filled in the form. The moment we leave this meeting, you'll not be able to take it. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending. Nobia. Okay. Okay. Have a lovely evening.